Hello students, how are you? I hope you are fine and staying healthy and staying inside your house and studying also. In the previous video of fundamental unit of life, I told you that we will be starting cell organelles. Okay. We have talked about nucleus as it is one of the most important part of the cell. It is almost it carry out all the functions of the cell in a coordinated manner. Now, some important examples of the cell organelles which we will be discussed are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, plastids, vacuoles, ribosomes, and so on. Okay, they are very important because they carry out some very crucial functions in the cells. As I told you, the cell organelles, different cell organelles carry out different functions. Okay, so we will be studying them one by one. And I gave you a brief description of the cell organelle in the end of the previous video. Okay, so let's start our topic, cell organelle. Students, when we talk about large and complex cells, okay, that we can include cells from multicellular organism, we know that they need a lot of chemical activities to support their complicated structure and functions. So to keep these activities of different kinds to separate from each other, these cells use membrane-bound little structures that are called cell organelles. Okay, inside the cell there are different parts performing different activities to keep the cell alive and functionable. These parts are called cell organelle. The first organelle that we are going to discuss today is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so let's take a look. What is endoplasmic reticulum? It is a membranous network of tube-like structures extending from nuclear membrane to plasma membrane. Means it starts from nuclear membrane and may go on to the plasma membrane, that is the cell membrane. Membranous network, okay, of tube-like structures. Second is the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum. The ER membrane is similar in structure to the plasma membrane. Okay, very important point. The membrane of endoplasmic reticulum is similar to the plasma membrane. Another point is that they are absent in prokaryotic cell and mature RBC of mammals. Getting it? They are absent in prokaryotic cells and mature RBC of mammals. And they are of two types. What are they? SER and RER. Okay, SER is smooth endoplasmic reticulum and RER is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now, why did they get the name SER and RER? See, these names RER and SER is given in respect to ribosomes. When ribosomes is attached to the membrane of the ribosomes and when it is observed under the microscope, it gives a rough appearance. So that's why it was called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so the RER ribosomes are present on the surface, so it looks rough under microscope. The second one is the second one is SER. Ribosomes are absent, means the ribosomes are not attached. When not attached to the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum, then it is said to be the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Getting it? So now let's discuss the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, it is one of the most important part of the cell. Now, RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, helps in synthesis and transportation of protein. How it synthesizes? Actually, the main function of synthesis of protein is of ribosomes. And as I told you, what are RER? RER when the ribosomes are attached on the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum. So when there will be ribosomes, they will be involved in the protein synthesis. Okay, so that's why the RER helps in synthesis and transportation of protein. Second is of SER. You know SER when the ribosomes are absent. SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, helps in manufacture of lipids. And I told you that lipid is a component of cell membrane. Okay, so lipids help in building cell membrane and this process is called membrane biogenesis. Getting it? Membrane biogenesis means, bio means living, okay, membrane, living, and genesis means formation. So it helps in the formation of a membrane. And as I told you, the cell membrane is living. Cell membrane, plasma membrane is a living structure. So that's why this process is called membrane biogenesis. Okay, very important. It helps in the manufacture of lipids, and that lipids are the component of cell membrane. I told you cell membrane is made up of lipids and proteins. Okay, so it helps in membrane biogenesis. Lipids come from here and the proteins are synthesizing here. So these two also helps in the membrane biogenesis. Getting it? As I told you that they are in the form of network. I told you it is a form of network. So they helps in transport of various substance from nuclear membrane to plasma membrane or vice versa. Means opposite is also true. Plasma membrane to nuclear membrane is also true. Okay. Some substance that are to be transported from nuclear membrane are transported to plasma membrane and to plasma membrane to nuclear membrane. Okay. In various substance. And the next last function is in liver cells of vertebrates. Vertebrates are a group of animals. Okay. We will be discussing in the classification chapter. SER plays an important role in detoxifying many poisons and drugs. So it becomes a very important role. Detoxifying means reducing the toxic level of any substance. Detoxifying, reducing the toxicity of a poison or any drug. It is done in the liver cell of the vertebrates. And who does it? SER. So getting it? These are some important functions of the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So I hope the functions are clear. Now let's take a look at the diagram of endoplasmic reticulum. See, this one is the nuclear envelope. You can see the envelope is having pores, nuclear pores, as we were discussed in the nucleus topic. These are the pores, and here it is continuation of the endoplasmic reticulum from the nuclear membrane. See, and these small dot-like structures, these are ribosomes. So that is why this one, the dot-like structure, so it is named as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is in which the ribosomes are absent. Getting it? So the function again of the rough endoplasmic reticulum is to synthesize protein, and of smooth endoplasmic reticulum is to synthesize lipids. Getting it? It is a very important part, students. Okay, so you have to remember it. The functions, they help in the membrane biogenesis. Getting it? So students, I hope endoplasmic reticulum is clear to you. So now let's discuss the next cell organelle, that is Golgi apparatus. Okay, it was first of all described by Camillo Golgi. So in his honor, the name was given Golgi apparatus. Okay, it consists of a set of membrane-bound, fluid-filled vesicles and arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called cistern. Okay, so cistern are flattened structures. And it's a set of membrane-bound fluid-filled vesicles, and its membrane often have connections with the membrane of ER. The Golgi apparatus is in closely association with the endoplasmic reticulum. Getting it? So now let's take a look at the functions of the Golgi apparatus. Its main function is to store, modify, package, and dispatch the substance. Basically, the materials synthesized near endoplasmic reticulum is packaged and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell through the Golgi apparatus. Getting it? The substance that are synthesized near or by the endoplasmic reticulum, they are modified, you can say, and packaged and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell. Getting it? The next function is, in some cases, the complex sugars may be made from simple sugars in Golgi apparatus. Okay. The next one is Golgi apparatus also involved in the formation of lysosomes. This one we will also be studying in the cell organelles, lysosomes. Okay. So just here remember that Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Getting it? So the next cell organelle that we are going to discuss is ribosomes. Okay, I have already told you the function that they are involved in the protein synthesis. But let's take a look. These are extremely small, dense and spherical bodies which occur freely in the matrix or the cytosol. Here matrix, it is talking about the cytoplasm, that they may occur freely also or remain attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. So I told you, when they are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, the endoplasmic reticulum is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. So the ribosomes can occur either freely or even attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. When attached, they are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Function, they have the function of synthesis of protein, a very important function, okay, because various functions of the cells are dependent on proteins. Getting it? So this is one's ribosomes. So now let's talk about the next cell organelle, that is lysosomes. Okay. Lysosomes are membrane bound sacs filled with enzymes. Okay. They are filled with enzymes. They are waste disposal system of cells. Means whatever the waste material in the cell is being digested by them. So they help in the waste disposal of the cell. They help to keep cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out organelle. For example, if any foreign material enters that is harmful for the cell, then they digest it. Okay. And even if some cell organelle, for example, Golgi Apparatus, Endoplasmic Reticulum, mitochondria, if they get damaged, okay, if they get worn out, they get old, then they are also digested by the lysosomes. So that's why it is saying that they help to keep cell clean by digesting any foreign material. See, what can be the foreign material? Anything. A bacteria can be a foreign material which can infect the cell. A bacteria is also a foreign material which can infect the cell, or anything that is dangerous for the cell, that is harmful for the cell. That cell can recognize that this is not beneficial for me. So it will be digested by the lysosomes. Okay. And as well as the worn out organelle. I told you, if the organelle get old or it get damaged, then it is also digested by the lysosomes. Getting it? What is there so that it can digest? It contains powerful digestive enzymes that are capable of breaking all organic material. Okay. It contains some powerful digestive enzymes that are capable of breaking all the organic material. Now, there's one more word that is related to them, that they are called suicide bags of a cell. Generally, they are called suicide bag of a cell. Why? During disturbance in cellular metabolism. Now, what do you mean by disturbance in cellular metabolism? Similarly, the cell gets damaged. If during the cell gets damaged and it is not able to work properly, then lysosomes may burst and enzyme digest their own cell. So that is why it is called suicide bags of the cell, because it is digesting its own cell. Lysosomes are digesting their own cell, so that's why it is called suicide bags. Okay. May burst. See, may burst, it means it depends on the condition of the damage. If the damage can be repaired, then it will not burst. If the damages are repairable and the cell has been permanently damaged, then the lysosome may burst and enzyme digest their own cell. The enzymes that are present in the lysosomes are synthesized by RER. And I told you in the functions of the Golgi apparatus that the lysosomes are synthesized by Golgi apparatus. Okay, so we can say that the lysosomes are synthesized by Golgi apparatus and as well as endoplasmic reticulum, because the enzyme that comes inside the lysosomes is from the endoplasmic reticulum. Getting it? And it is being packaged and given to the cell by the Golgi apparatus. Getting it? So the important thing is the suicide bags of a cell. You need to understand why it is called the suicide bag of the cell. An important function is helps to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out organelle. Getting it? So in today's video, we discussed endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, ribosomes, lysosomes. Means about their structures and functions. Okay. The remaining cell organelles we will discuss in the next video. And I want to say that please start reading the NCERT and start doing the questions that are given in the NCERT, the in-text questions that are given. Okay. So that you may understand whether you are understanding or not the topic that is getting clear to you or not. Okay. So try the questions and students keep studying. Okay. And take care. Thank you.